Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Transport Fever. And ooh, look at that. Our line here is doing pretty well. It's actually quite a lot of backup. We might want to get more trucks going here. So right now, what lines do we have going here? So we have line 7, which has 3 vehicles, two of which are older. And then I think line 11 is the one going here to here. So I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade by-road vehicles, get some of these American horse carts, and I will buy 3. Oh, never mind. No, I won't. I won't buy anything because I don't have money for it. Alright, well, never mind. Okay, let's just go ahead and have time go by. And we'll just have to remember Long Beach we want to upgrade so that we can get this line moving a little bit faster. We're also looking to get this passenger train to be more profitable. Right now it isn't. Okay, we've got some warnings here. So let's take a look at them. So Road Vehicle 2 has a full allotment of goods. And where are you? You're right there. So you're going to be coming to the truck station over here, and then we can get rid of you. So let's go ahead. And the other vehicle went away, Vehicle 22. So I'm going to have to remember Vehicle 22. I don't know how easy that's going to be to find. But I will try and do that. Yeah, here we go. Show or hide list of vehicles. So, Road Vehicle 22. Just try and remember that. As a matter of fact, see if we can find it. Road Vehicle 22. Currently has 4 passengers. So we've got both of them selected. So as soon as they have offloaded, we'll be good to go to send them back to their depots. Now, line 4, I don't know where that is, but I'll just have to remember line 4. Okay, so this guy's about to offload food. Okay, we can depot him. Okay, so let's go ahead and slow things down here a little bit. I missed this guy's opportunity. Let's go ahead and first we will buy road vehicles. We'll buy a new one of these, and we'll set it on whatever line it needs to go on to line 6. Okay. So now we'll zoom in on this guy. Oh. In Hampton, okay. So, how is Hampton doing with his passengers? Seems like not quite so well. Kind of a backlog of passengers on these lines. And then we'll head over to Long Beach when we're done with this. Alright, I'm going to slow down here a little bit. The problem with the passenger vehicles is they offload so quickly, at least these road vehicles do. It's very hard to catch it. There we go. That's what we want. Go to depot. Okay, and then we need to come over here. It was line 5. We're going to buy a more modern stagecoach, which is a higher top speed anyway. I'm going to set you on line... Oh. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4. You know what? I'll buy another one. Because again, these guys seem like they have a little bit of a backlog. So we'll set you on line 4 as well. Okay. Line 4. There you go. Alright, so Long Beach. Up here, we were going to buy some road vehicles. So we're going to buy American Horse Cart. We're going to buy 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just going to... I don't want to send them all to the same place, though. There we go. You go to line 7. And the other 2... we're going to go to line 11. Yeah, that should start moving the fuel and the oil to the appropriate stations. All right. We haven't seen any binding up with our trains, although here is a little bit of an issue where we're having the trains backing up. I don't know if there's a way that I can really get around that. At least without putting in yet another line. What I could do is have a line that bypasses a little bit this loop. I don't know if the routes will go in an intelligent fashion if I do that, though. Not really sure. I mean, they seem to get around this traffic jam okay. But in my mind, the only way to really avoid the fact that we're backed up like we are right now is to have another line that bypasses the station over here. Otherwise, the other thing that we could do is we could upgrade this line here so that there's 2 track and they have a way to go around, and then we would have that happen over here somewhere, I guess. Okay, well, you know what? I think that might be the smarter solution. I'm going to come in here. The only problem is I don't know how to do that without deleting the track that the train's sitting on. I guess I could delete this. There we go. And then instead what we'll do is we'll have it come alongside. And you know what? I realized that was kind of dumb, what I just did. What I should have done... You know what? We'll just reconnect it the way it was. Okay. I'm assuming that's a connection. Yeah, okay. Alright, you know what? This is collision nonsense. Okay, that looks good, right? Yeah, okay. That looks good. We've got it in. All right. I think the better thing to do is... So we've got that in. I'm going to check. We're going to need a signal, though. So put that in. And I'm going to put it on this side of the track, because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab a section of track, and I'm going to come out alongside the other track. So it's right next to it. Like that. And we're going to need signals for that too, I think. Okay. We just continue it right alongside the other track. And then whenever we have... I guess we'll build it the whole way, huh? Alright, you know what? We'll come in to there. Hit check. Should I upgrade the station? Or should I just have the track go through? I'm just going to have the track go through. I don't see a reason to upgrade the station. Okay. It's going to cost a lot of money to do, obviously. In the end, I think it'll make this whole line a hell of a lot simpler. And I know we haven't really solved the problem all the way yet, but I think the best way to solve this now is we have ways for the track to switch back and forth at various intervals. So let's say at about here, we give a way for the track to switch over here. Right? Now, I don't know what we do with signals here. Waypoint. Used for rerouting a line. Can be added to a line like a station. Don't know if that is right. I think instead what we want is signals, right? So we put a signal here, telling them whether or not they can make that switch. We have another signal here. Put a signal here. I think that covers the bases. Should we have another signal here, maybe? I think to be safe, we'll put another signal here. Okay, so that's one way that they switch over to the other side of the track, right? And then we'll do that at various points. The only problem I see is that I'm not going to have enough money to do it fully. But it could get the train a decent distance down, right? So right now we have a switchover so that this track, the outer track here, the track on this side, can switch over to here. I guess this is the inner track, this is the outer track. So the outer track can switch over to the inner track. And the inner track can switch over to the outer track when they're going this way. So we're going to probably want to do something similar, but going the other way. So rather than it go like this, we would go like that so that we can switch over here as well. I don't know how much this is going to slow down traffic, but I think it's a good idea to have these switches, especially considering how crowded this track is getting. So right now, the switch is like that. So we want to do it... Actually, I guess it doesn't really make a difference, does it? I'm just saying, if you're going down the track this way, right? You don't have a way to get over here. So what we're going to want is something that allows that. But we'll do it right after this station. So this station is going to be where we have the switchover. So if you're going this way, you want to switch over to this track. We're going to do that right in like that. I'm hoping that's correct. It looks right. Okay. And then we'll do a signal. just before it, obviously. And we're going to have another signal for this side, so we don't have a collision. Then a signal here to let them know if they can switch or not. And another signal here, so we don't have a train colliding in with a train that's going to switch over to that side, right? All right, we've done that. And I'd like to do that pretty much at every station, give them a way to switch over. The biggest problem I see it is we haven't really given the track over here. We haven't really finished it. And I don't know if we have enough resources to do that. But what I might do is just have the track come in right about here. Or closer to like the forest here. Because at this point we have other ways of kind of rerouting traffic. It's kind of ugly, but it works. So we're going to have the track come around, go about here, and I think we're going to do the switch here. So we're going to come in like that. Just make sure it's connected okay. It looks okay to me. So let's say okay. And now we just need to give it signals, right? So we'll have a signal here. Make sure the train doesn't plow into anybody coming. We'll have another signal here. And another signal there. Actually, I prefer to move that a little bit. Another signal here, so if anybody coming that way, we're good. All right, so it's not finished yet, but that's my plan, and I'm hoping this will reroute the train that's sitting here. So, because what it could do is it could get the okay, and it could come over and switch to the other track. So let's go ahead and play and see if that happens. There it goes. Perfect. All right, well, that costs a lot of money to get it happening, but we need these tracks moving. And we might have to do similar solutions in other places, but for now, I think we're doing okay. Okay, he's going on the second track. Nice speed. Looking good. Then he's going to switch over. Come over that way. Onto the inside track, and away we go. All right, good stuff. It looked like that worked. We might need to do a double track here, and maybe I can get rid of this not very elegant track here, and do double track. Matter of fact, this loop here is probably the killer, right? So we get rid of this outside bit here, and then we just have our double track come out rather than it meeting in here. Have it continue along and just go on this path. And then we have a double track that goes all the way this way. And then, wow, I don't have any signals here. That's bad. Let's put a signal there, signal there, signal there. Okay. Looking good. Sometimes you just gotta problem solve these issues. And I think this solution worked for what we were going for. So there goes our passenger, or actually our freight train. Do we have any bind-ups here? Not yet. But we very easily could... Oh, we got a road vehicle. I'm going to take a look at that here. So this is our line 4, which means it's in Hampton, which is one of our busier areas. So let's zoom in on this guy, make sure we're following the right car, or wagon in this case. All right, so he's going to stop at that stop. Probably have to slow time down when we get there. we can get this guy into the depot. Autosave at an inopportune time. There we got a passenger. That's all right. I'll just go ahead and depot it and lose a passenger. All right, let's go back over to the depot. We've got this older vehicle to sell. Buy a road vehicle. We'll buy one of the modern stagecoaches. And we'll set that on line 4. Okay, things are looking better. How are our profits going? So line 2 is now profitable, whereas before it was not. It's not very profitable, but it's getting there. Line 8 is losing us a lot of money. Where is line 8? Okay, that's the line that is the lumber line. I don't know why that's losing us so much money. It could be how long it is. Alright, well, I think I'm going to shut down line 8 rather than continue with it then. If it's going to be losing me that much money. I'll just go ahead and shut it down, I think. So we'll send all vehicles to the depot and sell on arrival. And then we'll shut it down. No more line 8. Alright. Line 10 is a passenger line, and that is in where? That is in Long Beach, and I'm aware that that's losing me money, and I'm okay with it. Line 12 is our new passenger train, if I am correct, which is actually doing a lot better. It's got 22 passengers. So I expect that to change here pretty soon, and it's going to Denton. So let's see our trains in action, our new lines. Let's see if any of them have to stop. Oh, we did have to stop, so we want to eliminate that if we can. It's possible because there's just too many trains here. Oh. So line 2 has an older vehicle. There are 3 passengers, but it's about to show up at a stop, so hopefully this will offload. Alright, he picked up a passenger. Screw it. I don't care. And let's go to our depot here and see what we got. We've got some older vehicles we can sell. And if I want to buy anything, I'd rather buy a tram rather than a wagon. So let's look at line 2 here. Line 2, making money. Right now, it's got 3 trams and 1 horse carriage. Trams are significantly faster and have much more passenger capacity. Let's buy another tram here. And we'll use the better of the 2. So this is the fastest road-going vehicle we have at the moment at 20 kilometers an hour, at least as far as passengers go, and it also has the most capacity. So go ahead and buy that, and we'll set it on line 2. Okay, and away she goes on the tram line. Okay. So I did want to check out. Next time, I think I'm going to upgrade this train. I don't think it's important if we upgrade... where's our other train? There he is. There's our passenger car with 22. Just now getting going. We were on slower speed, though, so... watch it. Matter of fact, I have the cash. I think it's time we made some of the changes here that I was talking about, because I feel like this line still needs improvement. So I'm going to keep this changeover still, but I'm hoping that I can bring out the track as well without having too many issues. If I have to, I'll delete it and we'll redo it, but I think we go with the this track here rather than this one, because this one's kind of bendy and slow, whereas this one isn't. So I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze this old line. We're going to take out the signals. We might not need this signal either. So I'll just get rid of it for now. We didn't have a signal here, which might have been a problem. I'm not sure. Okay. Now that we have that all taken care of, let's grab our track. Let's see if we can get it how we want it to be, right? Yeah, all right. So I'm thinking that's a no-go. So what I'll do is I'll just back off this whole bit. And we'll go back onto the track. And we'll just do this like this. Go ahead and say yes. I'll smooth out the land later. For now, we're just going to have the track continue. Oh, I didn't want to continue because we're still making changes here. Okay. Not proving too expensive because we already kind of have the land going the way we want it to. Okay. So at about this point, I can make my decision on whether or not I want to continue with 2 tracks or not. Right now there's no real need, so I'm going to go ahead and have the track come in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to back it up a little bit. And we'll have the track come in. So, let's come back in here. And we'll just do a gentle, if I can get a good view here. A gentle switch over. Looks like it is okay. Alright, so there's our exchange. I'm going to need signals for it, though. So let's do that so we don't have any collisions. Smoke's kind of in the way, but we'll get it how we need it. Alright, so we don't want any collisions here. So there's going to be our 2 signals to let people know that they can switch over or not. Alright, so we've got our 2 lines. I do want to do a switch, though, because I want to have the ability for a train to go over to this line if they want to. So let's go ahead and come back into the track here, and we'll do our switch. Right there. Because we already have this one signal, I figure we might as well take advantage of it. And we'll put another signal here, I guess. Because we have a signal already there. We also need a signal here. I think that's right. Okay. Let's go ahead and smooth out the ground a little bit. This costs money to do, but makes things look a lot nicer when you're done. Alright. That'll be okay, I think. Okay. Now let's do some of the switches. So I want to do one pretty much at every station. Now, I don't remember how I did it at the first station here. So after the station, I had one that I could switch over here. And I have over here one that allows a switch over here. So we have a switch to the inside track going both directions. So I want to continue with that kind of vein. So I want to, after the station is here, I want to be able to switch over to this track if we want to. So we're going to just go ahead and do that. Like so. Oh, too much slope. Okay. Doesn't like it there, so we'll just come out a little bit. To there. So that would be switch number 1. And I'm going to try and do signals along the route. So we don't want a collision there. We don't want a collision here. And we don't want a collision here or here. So that's our signals to switch. And then as we're on this end. So what did we do? We did a switch from here to there. So we're going to want to do the reverse. So we're going to want to come this track, come over here in case somebody wants to stop here. So let's do that. We're going to have a track come in there. Just make sure that's good. I don't know if that is. That doesn't look quite right to me. So let's back that up a little bit. Let's do it like that. I think that's what we want. Kind of hard to tell sometimes if these are being placed correctly or not. That doesn't look right to me. Does that look right to you? I guess that's right. Yeah, it looks better once you actually have the track laid. All right, now that we have that, let's go ahead and put our signals in again. So we don't want a collision here. And we don't want a collision train coming this way. We don't want a collision here. Or a collision there. Okay, so that's the switch. If somebody was over here, to get over there. And then we're going to want a way to get over here if we want to. So we're going to do that as well. So from here over to the other side. Make sure that's good. All right, looks good to me. As a matter of fact, I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I'll finish up a lot of these interchanges in the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.